This week On the Road with Mickey, the March Madness of Disney from the Magic Kingdom.
We're on the road with Mickey, we're gonna have some fun. Regardless of the rain or sun, our trip has just begun. So buckle up, let's go. We're about to start the show. And maybe if you like us, you'll see where else we'll go.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike, and
And
she's
I'm
Sophie.
Sophie. Hi.
And he's Grogu. Unfortunately, Aunt Brenda is out. She is feeling under the weather. So, Brenda, we hope you feel better soon. We
Yeah.
hope it's not too serious. And Grogu and Sophie and myself, we miss you immensely.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
but the show must go on. And that's what we're going to do. And we are on the road with Mickey. This is episode 302 for March 9th, 2026. And our feature topic this week is the March Madness of Disney, the Magic Kingdom. It's so exciting.
It
We
is.
we have been running polls on the On the Road with Mickey group all week, and we have tabulated the results, and we have the winners and non-winners to talk about. But that'll be coming up just a little bit down the road. First, we have a couple pieces of cheddar from the big cheese, and Sophie, you start us off today.
All right, I shall. In refurbishment news, Walt Disney Imagineering has begun installing interior sets for the Encanto attraction, which will be located in the Tropical Americas expansion at Animal Kingdom Park. That's talking about like Antonio's ride, I
Yeah,
believe. I'm
I think so.
excited for that.
I am too. The fact that they're moving and progressing is just really cool.
Yeah.
And over at Hollywood Studios, Walt Disney World announced that the Rock and Roller Coaster, which is closed to change from Aerosmith to the Muppets, um, it will still be available when it reopens as a Tier One Lightning Lane multi-pass selection. So that means you have
Hmm.
to choose Rock and Roller Coaster over rides like Mickey and Minnie, Mr. Runaway Railway, and um, I think also Frozen Ever After is in that list. No, that's Epcot.
That's
Sorry,
at
I
Epcot,
think
yeah.
Remy's might be Tier One. I can't remember all the ones that are Tier One, but you can only choose one selection from Tier One, and the other two come from Tier Two, which is the not as popular. So
Yeah.
even though it's changing, Disney is not expecting it to have a drop off. They think it'll still be a very popular attraction, and I think it might even be more popular with at least at the beginning with the changing and people wanting to see what it looks like. So, so just
Yeah.
keep that in mind. It'll still be on multipass, but it'll be a tier one lightning lane to start at least. So, all right. Well, that's our cheddar from the big cheese. And just a reminder, you connect with us on our Facebook page and our Facebook group. It's On the Road with Mickey for everything, but the Facebook group is On the Road with Mickey group. And that is where all the questions of the week, as well as the March Madness polls, reside. So if you want to be a part of the action and vote on your favorites, then make sure you join us in our group. Our YouTube channel is On the Road with Mickey. And hello, YouTubers. Thank you for following along and for watching. And I hope you are going onto our Facebook page to in our group to vote as well, because we'd love to see everyone contribute their thoughts to the show. Instagram channel is also On the Road with Mickey. You can email us at info@ontheroadwithmickey.com, and our website is ontheroadwithmickey.com as well. So, um, Sophie had a question of the week last week, and she asked us during the show what our answers were, what our predictions were, and she told me to post it into the group, but I didn't. And
Oh,
the reason I didn't is because I felt like the polling would speak for itself, you know?
Okay, that's fair.
So, sorry, Sophie, but why
It's
don't
more
you?
the listeners that you should be apologizing to.
Well, but you're the one who came up with the question. So,
Yeah, but the question has always been for the listeners.
I know. But here's what I'll do for the weeks coming up. I will post that first before I post the polls for the coming rounds, and we'll see if that maybe gets us some feedback beforehand. But why don't you read the question and then just read yours and Brenda's answer, and then I'll read mine. Okay?
Okay. All right. Well, the question was, what is your prediction for March Madness Magic Kingdom? My prediction was the Haunted Mansion would win again, and Cinderella's Royal Table would win for the new dining segment.
Mm-hmm. And
And I was
my
half right.
and my prediction is that Pirates of the Caribbean will win for the attractions and Cinderella will win for the dining.
And then Brenda's, bless her soul, I wish she was here, she completely went off of the board and said she thought Tron would win for the attractions and that Crystal Palace would win for dining. And I would have liked to have seen that, if I do
So,
say so myself.
so let's find out how it ended up, shall we?
We shall.
Okay, so we had in the first round, we had the attractions were number one seed Haunted Mansion against number eight seed Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover. We had number two seed Tron against number seven seed Carousel of Progress. Number three seed was Seven Dwarfs Mine Train going up against number six seed Peter Pan's Flight. And number four seed was Tiana's Bayou Adventure going up against number five seed Pirates of the Caribbean. So, Sophie, why don't you tell us the results?
All right, then. Well, I can't say that I'm surprised with the first lineup. Haunted Mansion won over the TTA 20-8.
To seven.
20-7. Sorry. I saw the 8 in the parentheses there. My bad. 20-7. And then this part was a bit surprising. Tron versus the Carousel of Progress. Tron got 9 votes. Carousel of Progress got 10.
So,
So
Carousel of Progress moves on.
that is surprising to me that Tron was out that quickly.
Yeah, me too, actually.
And then the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train versus Peter Pan's Flight. Seven Dwarfs got 16 votes. Peter Pan's got 8. Sorry, Daddy.
That's okay.
I know you like Peter Pan.
Yeah, but I voted for Seven Dwarfs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that. And
That's
then last but not least, well, I suppose it is the least, Tiana's Bayou Adventure. We were wondering if Splash Mountain would have performed differently, but Tiana's Bayou Adventure got a whopping record-breaking 2 votes. And Pirates of the Caribbean got 22 votes. I think it's interesting that overall Pirates got more votes than the Haunted Mansion got
yeah, I do
in
too.
this first round.
But that also speaks to the popularity of the People Mover, you know? And it
Yeah.
and it's crazy because you know, there are eight great attractions. And so
Yeah.
the fact that one does better than the other isn't necessarily saying that Tiana's is that bad. It's just that
No.
people love pirates
Oh, yeah.
and so it just is what it is. But I do remember last year though we had a matchup where someone got skunked and got 0 votes. And I can't remember what
Oh,
it was. So Tiana got 2 votes, but still, they're not moving on.
nope.
All
I'm
right.
afraid not.
So for the first round in dining, we had Cinderella's Royal Table against Pinocchio Village House. That's the 1 and the 8 seed.
Mm-hmm.
Be Our Guest is the 2 seed against Cosmic Ray. And 3 seed Crystal Palace against Casey's Corner. And the 4 seed was Liberty Tree against number 5 seed Tony's Town Square Restaurant. So, how did it turn out, Sophie?
Well, uh, 1, 2, 3, and 4 basically stole the cake. Let's be real here. Cinderella's Royal Table had 22 votes against Pinocchio Village House having 4 votes. Be Our Guest also had 24 votes against Cosmic Ray's votes of 6. Crystal Palace had 15 versus Casey Corner, which had 8, and Liberty Tree Tavern had 24, while Tony's Town Square had 3.
Yeah. So the top 4 moved on. And,
Yeah,
we aren't all that surprised, to be honest,
no,
on that one.
no,
So,
not surprised much at all with that.
yeah. But that takes us to the next round, what we call the Magic Kingdom Final Four. And we have the matchups being the Haunted Mansion against number 7 seed Carousel of Progress, highest against the lowest,
Mm-hmm.
and number 3 seed Seven Dwarfs Mine Train going up against number 5 seed Pirates of the Caribbean. So how did it turn out, Sophie?
Well, for a while when I saw that Carousel of Progress was doing so well against Tron, part of me wondered if Carousel of Progress would end up making it to the finals and maybe even winning the whole thing because let's be real, we know our audience. We know that we all love Walt Disney and Carousel of Progress is Walt Disney's baby, to be
Yeah.
completely honest. But
Yeah.
it does not hold the candle to the Haunted Mansion, I'm afraid, because the Haunted Mansion had 4 times the number of votes that the Carousel of Progress had. The Carousel of Progress had 4, Haunted Mansion had 16.
Yeah. So I I'm not surprised, but I am surprised that Haunted Mansion continually does so well in this tournament. It just floors my mind. It's not a it's a great ride, and I love Haunted Mansion. I'm just like it's got a following, and people are just boom, 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 give me my Haunted Mansion.
I should know, Daddy, I'm in that following.
Yeah. So, so congratulations to Haunted Mansion. They make it to the finals for the
Yes.
second year in a row. What about the other matchup, Sophie?
We have the other matchup, which is Seven Dwarfs versus Pirates of the Caribbean. This is kind of reminiscent of what we had last year as well, because Pirates of the Caribbean beat out the Seven Dwarfs 14-10, which means that in the finals it's going to be Haunted Mansion versus Pirates again. That's what it was last year.
That's right. Let's see if we'll have a change in the results.
Well, Daddy, you know that I'm already looking at the show notes while I read this, so I know the outcome.
I know you do, but act like you don't, okay?
All
Gotta
right.
hold the audience.
All right. I'm sorry. Guys, you're the ones who voted for this. You know what the outcome is. Don't tell me just yet. I want to be surprised.
That's right, you do. All right. Well, the dining final four. We have Cinderella's Royal Table going up against Liberty Tree Tavern. And may I give the results this time?
Yes, please. I was wondering why you were making me talk so long.
Well, we were rotating. But
Oh,
in in the first matchup, number 4 seed Liberty Tree Tavern pulls the upset, beating Cinderella's Royal Table by a pretty hefty margin, 11-4. And in the second matchup, number 2 seed Be Our Guest going up against Crystal Palace, the number 3 seed. It wasn't even close. It surprised me how much disparity there was. Be Our Guest won by a going away score of 10-3. So you can see we
Ooh.
had some drop off on voting in the second round in the finals or in the second
Yeah.
round, but that's
Yeah.
okay. We had some respectable numbers. So, but Be Our Guest is now going up against Liberty Tree Tavern, and it's time to see who our winners are. So, we have
So,
the finals. We have the Haunted Mansion, number 1 seed Haunted Mansion, going up against number 5 seed Pirates of the Caribbean. And the winner is?
you already know.
And the winner is?
The Haunted Mansion, of course.
By a score of?
3. 23, that is. It was a difference in score of 3. So last year, Haunted Mansion absolutely smoked Pirates, let's be real. But this year,
It was a
uh,
lot
it was
closer.
it was a lot closer. Maybe next year we'll have a different outcome.
It was a lot closer. It was neck and neck for days. It would be like 5 and then 5 and then 10 and then 10,
Oh
14,
goodness.
15, 15. And then at the very end, sometime yesterday, the Haunted Mansion inched forward and it held on to its lead. And it was 22-20 when I was getting the show notes ready, and there was one more vote for Haunted Mansion. That's what the final ended up being, 23-20. So the back-to-back winner of the attractions at the Magic Kingdom is Sophie's favorite Haunted Mansion.
And maybe I'm just influencing my viewers.
I don't think so, because you're not on Facebook.
You're right. You
So,
are absolutely right. Shall
and
I
then,
shall I give the finals for the restaurants and then you say which one won?
sure.
All right then. Well, in number 2 seed, we have Be Our Guest versus number 4 seed, the Liberty Tree Tavern.
Yes,
Daddy?
and you know what? There
What?
are quite a few opinions about these restaurants. And the winner in an upset based on the ranking is the number 4 seed Liberty Tree Tavern by a fairly hefty margin, 21 to
Yeah.
14 over Be Our Guest. So, Liberty Tree is the winner, and it is the inaugural dining final winner for the Magic Kingdom because we didn't have dining last year.
Yeah. We didn't have
So,
dining last year.
so that just to recap, the winner for our attractions is two-time winner Haunted Mansion by a
Yeah.
score of 23-20 over Pirates of the Caribbean, two-time runner-up.
And you know
And
what? Go
And
on,
the
Daddy.
and the winner for dining is Liberty Tree Tavern over Be Our Guest by a score of 21-14. So,
I'm noticing a tiny bit of a pattern here, Daddy.
what's that?
Both of our winners for the Magic Kingdom have been in Liberty Square.
Well, that's
Do you think
true.
do you think people just really like that part of the park?
That's a great question. You know what? That is a really good question. And it begs the excuse me.
Are you okay?
Yeah, frog in my throat.
Ooh.
That begs the question for next year, maybe Columbia Harbor House enters the tournament.
I think that might be a good idea.
Because and maybe Hall of Presidents.
Ooh,
Maybe we see if there is a bias for Liberty Square.
maybe. But
That's
actually, you know what? I think that makes a good question of the week.
Go for it.
A question of the week that cannot be skipped over because it has to do with the polls. Um,
Okay.
my question of the week this time around is, what is your favorite park? And this might put this whole train of thought to rest right now, depending on how many people answer. I don't know if I've done this before. I might have asked this question already, but what is your favorite land in the Magic Kingdom? I, for one,
So,
quite
okay.
enjoy Liberty Square. And I would type that in myself, Daddy, except for the fact that my computer is having trouble responding at the moment. It seems to be doing fine with um the video call and whatnot, but everything else has grinded to a halt. So if I could ask for your help with that,
I did put it in already.
thank
So,
you.
so it is in, and let's continue on. So we have our feature topic resolved, and congratulations again to the Haunted Mansion and Liberty Tree Tavern for
Yes,
winning the Magic Kingdom. What an honor to do
it
that,
is.
you know? And now it's time for this day in Disney history from March 9th. So take it away, Sophie.
I will. Thankfully, I have my phone right here, so I can at least look at it that way. But I'm taking us back to the year of 1911. Oh dear, now your camera's gone out. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going as if nothing's wrong. Oh, there you are. I was worried for a second. 1911, March 9th, and animator and Disney legend John Lounsbury, one of Walt's 9 old men, is born in Cincinnati, Ohio. The youngest of 3 sons, shortly after he was born, the family moved to Colorado. While attending the Art Center School of Design in Los Angeles, an instructor sent Lounsbury to interview with Walt Disney. He began working for Disney in 1935 and went on to contribute to such animated classics as Fantasia, Dumbo, Cinderella, and the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Nice. I turned my camera off because I had to blow my nose.
Yeah, again, I was worried that my computer was dying on me.
I know. I know.
Apologies.
I know. Not a problem. Not a problem. Okay. Well, that is great history. And I love hearing about the 9 old men.
I do
So
too. That feels like the second of the 9 old men that we've talked about in recent
it is.
episodes.
It is because last week we had the history was the Disney Cruise Line, but the week before that
I'm pretty sure that
it
was,
was Les Clark reporting to
yeah,
work
yeah,
in a temporary job that lasted for 75 years or something like that.
that's right. That
So,
is
yeah.
absolutely right.
So, I love history that revolves around the 9 old men, you
I
know?
do too. Seems like this year is going to be a gold mine.
I think so. Well, it is time to see if Sophie can figure out the windows.
Hmm.
Brenda is hoping you can do it. You
I'm
are
hoping I can do it.
you are 2 for 2, 3 for 3.
3 for 3.
Okay, let's see if we can go 4 for 4. This cast member has 2 windows.
Ooh.
Okay,
Okay.
the first is in the Magic Kingdom, and it says in the text, the Camelot Corp Roadshow installations.
Roadshow installations. Camelot Corp.
The second window, I'm going to give you both of them.
Okay.
It's one cast member, so I'm being generous today. You're welcome.
Oh, yeah.
The second window is in Disneyland, and the text says, Main Street Marvels. Imagination is at the heart of our creations.
Oh.
And that might be the dead giveaway.
Mm. So it's a cast member, but he's definitely involved with the Imagineering.
Yes.
Oh,
Think of the
boy.
keyword imagination.
See, that reminds me of Figment.
That's correct. And can you remember who was instrumental in Figment?
Is it but like when I think about Figment, all I think about are the Dreamfinder and Dr. Nigel Channing, but Dr. Nigel Channing is a fictional character, isn't he?
Yes, this is
Yeah.
not a
No.
character, it's a
No,
cast
it's
member.
not. Oh, boy. Oh,
And
geez.
this person is a Disney legend.
Oh, no. I need to go study my book more, I think.
I think so too.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. This cast member, one last clue. Yeah, I don't know that you're going to get him
I
because
don't think so, because I'm drawing a total blank here.
okay. Well, the cast member is Tony Baxter. Tony
Oh,
Baxter, his window at Magic Kingdom is over Casey's Corner, and it says the Camelot Corp Roadshow installations, Tony Baxter, Dave Burkhart, Ed Johnson, and Gary Younger, and that window was added in 1976. And then the second window was added at Disneyland over the Main Street Magic Shop. It says
okay.
Main Street Marvels, Tony Baxter, inventor, imagination is at the heart of our creations. That window was added in 2013, which is the same year he retired, and it's also the year he became a Disney legend and got his second window.
Oh.
And he the Camelot Corp is a reference to the Camelot apartment complex in Orlando that a lot of the cast members lived at while they were
Oh.
building Disney World, while they were building Walt Disney World. So,
I like that.
yeah. But yeah, so Tony Baxter of course was instrumental. Um he was the original show, or he was a show producer for the original Journey into Imagination.
Okay.
So he also oversaw the redo of Fantasyland and Disneyland in
Mm-hmm.
1983. He worked on Big Thunder Mountain, Star Tours, and Indiana Jones. And if you remember, in in some of our Disney Plus shows we watched where we saw the things about the attractions and how they built them,
Mm-hmm.
he was
Yeah.
interviewed a lot in those segments because he did a lot for
Okay.
them. So,
Yeah.
Tony Baxter. So, I did stump the Soph,
Yeah.
and
It
it's
had to
all
happen.
because Brenda's not here.
It had to happen at some point. The windows are way harder to guess than the characters.
Yeah, yeah, you're right, and that's very valid. So you need to study the book more,
I
but that's
do.
okay. That
I
is
do.
okay. I
Yeah, it's just
have
a game.
It's just a game. Exactly. And I have a quote and something um, to read that is almost its own little this day in Disney history moment. So,
Ooh.
yay me, I've got some extra stuff. But first, we're going to go on to a little bit of Walt and, of course, Brenda. We wish you were here able to read it, but we hope you feel better. And this quote comes out of my little bit of history. So, Walt said on November 15th, 1965,
Mhm.
he said, "Here in Florida, we have something special we never enjoyed at Disneyland, the blessing of size."
Oh yeah.
And recently,
Yeah.
the um, the area that is now known as the Thornton Park District in Orlando
Mhm.
received a special plaque by the city of Orlando commemorating November 15th, 1965, which is the day that Walt and Roy and um, the governor of Florida met to um, to announce the Florida Project.
Oh
And they
wow.
put in a plaque, and it has that quote that I just read to you, and then
Mhm.
it says on November 15th, 1965, the Cherry Plaza Hotel became the stage for a moment that would forever change Central Florida. Let's see here. Following more than a year of speculation by the press and Floridians, Walt Disney and his brother Roy O. Disney unveiled their Florida project. Hundreds of reporters joined civic and business leaders to hear the visionaries describe initial plans for a vast new entertainment complex. Vast new entertainment enterprise, larger and more ambitious than Disneyland Park in California. Walt spoke of building not only a theme park, but also a model community that would showcase innovation in urban living, technology, and design. Although Walt Disney passed away just over a year later, his dream lived on through the leadership of his brother Roy and the talents and dedication of the organization they established. Today, this site of the former Cherry Plaza Hotel stands as a reminder of that historic announcement. It was here that Walt Disney's vision first took public form in Florida, a vision that continues inspiring millions of families and children and remains central to Orlando's story. Presented by Thornton Park District, Orlando Main Streets, and the Walt Disney Company, 2025. And I think the plaque was just an because they just posted an article about it on the Disney Parks blog.
Oh.
And
Okay.
to show just how spectacular the project has just exploded. Walt Disney um, employs over 80,000 cast members, Walt Disney World.
Wow.
And they also work with other small local businesses in the Florida area, Central
Mhm.
Florida area, to the point that in Florida, 1 out of every 32 jobs in Florida can be attributed to something to do with Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
And um, and the size of the land is over 30,000 acres for Walt Disney World Resort, which is larger than the island of Manhattan. So I just
I
thought
didn't
that, yeah,
I knew that it was like the size of San Francisco or something. I didn't realize it was larger than Manhattan.
yeah. And I just thought that was such a cool thing I just happened upon. I'm like, the quote, a little bit of Walt. Thank you, Walt, for saying it, and thank you
Yeah.
for being you, Walt. But
Mhm.
also just the fact that plaque just recently was dedicated, I think is so cool. And now, next time we're in Florida, I want to see if we can't find this park and take a look at it, you
Yeah,
know?
that would be fun. Because, like, Orlando is slightly north of Disney World, so
It is north, yeah.
we should pass it on our way there.
Yeah. So, anyway, so that is a little bit of Walt. And
Yeah?
that'll wrap us up for this week, huh?
Yes, it will. Bit
All
quick,
right.
but that's to be expected.
Yeah. But next week, we're turning our attention to Epcot to see what the winners are going to be for attractions and for dining. And I know already what Brenda is saying. It's not a doubt.
Let's be real. If Cosmic Rewind loses, then changelings have come and taken over our entire Facebook group. But I'm very curious to see which restaurant will win, because Epcot is kind of the food park. That's where all the food is.
Yes.
So it's interesting to see what people will say.
Yes, I am excited to see that as well. So that's next week, my friends. But until then, we hope you have a great week. We hope that you have a smile on your face, either from listening to us ramble, or because the Haunted Mansion won, or because you love Liberty Tree Tavern, or because you just don't like Be Our Guest, and so you're happy they didn't win. I don't know. But I hope you have a smile on your face. Maybe it's just a smile because you see Grogu. That's most likely it, isn't it, Grogu? He's like, you know.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Anyway, if you're having a rough week, I hope that someone shares a smile with you and it turns your week around. And if you're having a great week, share your smile with someone else and help them that might be having a tough week too. So until next time, I'm Mike. She's Sophie. That's Grogu. And we're missing Brenda. And we hope that she feels better and is back with us next week. And we will see you on the road. Bye.
Bye. Sounds so incomplete without her voice.
Grogu says, bye everyone.